Right now, using the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, can feel like a lot of extra work. For an AI engineer, finding a cool new MCP server on GitHub is usually just the start of a maintenance headache. Instead of quickly using a tool to make your AI smarter, you have to set up servers, manage hosting, and keep everything patched. It feels more like being a system administrator than an AI developer. You end up babysitting the infrastructure instead of building great agents. Right now, moving from a GitHub link to a working tool is a slow, manual process that holds back your development speed. MewCP fixes this by turning MCP servers into managed services. You no longer have to worry about the server's lifecycle yourself. Instead, MewCP gives you a hosted gateway where the servers are already running and fully maintained. The homework of managing servers is gone. For an engineer, this means you stop doing DevOps chores and just make a simple connection. Because MewCP handles the hosting and updates, your tools are always ready when you need them. You can treat MCP servers like reliable cloud tools instead of fragile things running on your own machine. This makes it much faster to go from discovering a new tool to using it in a real production environment. Instead of spinning up a separate server for every single user, which is slow and expensive, MewCP uses a multi-tenant architecture. Think of it like a secure apartment building rather than a bunch of isolated tiny sheds. In a traditional setup, you're managing individual silos for every task. In a multi-tenant system, everyone shares the same powerful foundation and high-speed plumbing, but your specific apartment is strictly walled off and private. This allows the infrastructure to handle thousands of requests simultaneously without breaking a sweat. For you, it means your tools can scale instantly as your user base grows, without you ever needing to re-engineer the back end. Because this is a shared environment, keeping your keys safe is the top priority. In standard MCP setups, engineers often store API keys in local files, or even worse, let them leak into the AI's conversation context, or they could be exposed. MewCP fixes this by treating security as part of the building's design. It uses a method called just-in-time injection. Your sensitive credentials stay in a hardened vault and are only whispered to the tool at the exact millisecond a request is made. They never live in your application code or environment variables. This drastically reduces the risk of your secrets showing up in logs or being blurted out by an AI. Essentially, MewCP gives you a professional-grade security vault for every tool you use, so you can focus on building features instead of guarding passwords. The utility of MewCP extends beyond individual developer environments and into production stacks. While these hosted servers integrate seamlessly with established tools like Claude and Codex, the primary value for an AI engineer lies in the ability to power custom agents. When building a bespoke AI product, you often need to provide your users with the ability to connect their own data sources or third-party tools. MewCP facilitates this by managing the credential layer for your external users as well. This means when you build an agent that requires access to a user's specific GitHub or Slack instance, MewCP handles the secure storage and injection of those user-specific tokens. This allows you to focus on the core logic of your agent, while the platform handles the complex identity and access management required for third-party tool interactions. The ultimate payoff of moving to a hosted gateway like MewCP is the transition from managing infrastructure to consuming a service. You gain a secure, multi-tenant environment that is hosted and maintained by default, which is essential for moving agentic workflows out of a research sandbox and into a reliable production environment. Whether you are enhancing your own IDE experience or building an enterprise-grade agent for a large user base, the credential management and uptime are handled as a platform feature. By abstracting the operational complexities of the Model Context Protocol, MewCP allows engineers to treat tool calling as a robust API. You can begin implementing these managed servers by connecting your first instance at mewcp.com, effectively eliminating the infrastructure bottleneck from your AI development lifecycle.